Hi guys, this is Darryl with Lee's Lawn Care and Services, coming at you with another video. It's another rainy day today, is what it is. I want to talk to you guys about a few things about the business. I have to be honest, this is probably one of the most successful years I've had in business. This is a really good year for us. Last year was good. I went in with a plan last year to be better, and I must say those improvements kind of paid off a little bit. Um, you know, just when you're in off season, you're constantly thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that's crazy like this, but I'm thinking about ways to make my business better. To add some different layers and levels to it to get to a certain point. I got a bug. I don't know how he got on me, but took care of him. So, you're always in the off season thinking about ways to improve your business. So, I have quite a few funds that I have. Okay, I have a machine fund. I have a repair fund, and of course, I pay myself every week out of the accounts that I do, and I have a savings fund. So those things I have, and I've had them for a while. It's just that I have to take the time out to organize that stuff. You put that stuff in place, and you just have to be diligent enough to stick to it. And sometimes I stick to it, sometimes I didn't in the past, but as I've gotten older, I've more stuck to it, because it teaches you discipline. You have to have discipline because, those cold months are coming where you're not going to be able to do the things that you're doing today, So you got to have things on the side, so that way you can survive through the winter months. I've added a few different things to the business, and boy, I tell you, it was an uptick in my percentage and what I do. It definitely went up. It definitely improved my business. Right around, I am a year to year guy. I do run from January to January. That's kind of how I do it. My customers enjoy that. Of course, around November, December, we slow down some. We're not running and gunning as much. I like to go back and look at my books. Way back from '06 when I started this stuff, man, and it's just so funny the mindset I had at that time versus the mindset I have today. Is just like night and day, man. I laugh at it because I'm like, damn, why didn't I think of that back then? But back then you don't think about a lot of stuff. You're just blowing through, doing what you got to do, and the few dollars you make, you're not thinking about taking out for the gas. You're not thinking about taking out for whatever. You just worried about, hey, this is my money. I'm going to do what I want to do with it, and you're not thinking about a lot of stuff. But as you get older, maturity starts to set in, and you're like, okay, I got to do this. We got to do that, that type of thing. And you have to work with peanuts to make a plate. I'm going to say that. That's just a saying. You got to work with peanuts to make a plate. So to make a plate, you have to gather a lot of peanuts to make that plate. So meaning that if you're going to get a mower, you have to keep putting the peanuts away until you're able to make the plate, until you're able to go and buy a new mower. And that's kind of what you got to do. Unless you just want to go and finance stuff. Me, I'm not a finance guy. I hate it. I'll pack away, go into that dealer. Hey, how much is it? 46. I count it out in cash, and we come out of there. 47. I count it out in cash, and we come out of there. So that's the type of person I am. I don't like notes. I paid for this truck with a note. I didn't have that amount of cash. So I had to finance that, bought a car, had to finance that, paid that off, you know, and but when it comes to mowers or stuff like that, like other little knick-knack bills, if I can avoid them, I'm avoiding them. I'm paying them off. I'm getting rid of them. I'm not a finance guy. I'll struggle and fight the battle for a while before I uh, decide to pay a note or anything. I'll save the peanuts up. I get enough peanuts. I go in there and I push those peanuts on the counter, and the guy's like, "Hey, you got enough peanuts? Okay, great. So give me the more." And that's kind of how we do it. Dealer support is very important. When it comes to stuff. I run snappers. Snapper and Echo is my combination. I know you guys like various combinations. Look, to me, a working piece of equipment is the best piece of equipment, because I've been in situations where, you make the most of what you have, and that's pretty much what it is. So you see a lot of people running around with a lot of different stuff, man. That's just sometimes it's a testament to their hard work and what they've done. And everybody has a different process or procedure, or a different way they go about doing stuff, and that's fine. It's not held against them for, hated people like Skaggs, people like X-Mark, people like, it's fine, man. A working brand is the best brand, in my opinion. That's how I look at it. Like I said, I started the business back in 2006. I trained with a couple of guys, and they were running at a rigorous pace, and we made a lot of money in a short amount of time, because we had a number we had to meet, and I kind of trained with them, and I saw that pace, and it was more about quantity, not quality as much. It was about quality too, to a degree, depending on the customer, but it was about quantity, because we had to get a certain amount done, and for us to be successful. And I thought we were pretty solid on a quality standpoint, to a degree, because there was some, we kind of, you do what you got to do, you're in and out, you gotta, we got a number to make, because he's got to pay me, and at the time it was me and one other guy, so it was three of us, so it had to pay, when you got three guys, it's got to pay. It's like, you got to get a number, you can't do what two guys do, you got to do enough for three guys. So of course, being a business owner, the guy, he took the lion's share, and we got what was ever left over. So if we did a lot of low paying yards, then it would hurt the owner. So we had to do like high paying accounts, and I think some of the low paying accounts he kind of done by himself, which I don't knock him for that. That's part of running a business. You're not gonna shell out money for a yard that's not gonna pay you enough to pay your workers. It just doesn't make any sense. But it was primarily me and that guy, and then he'd bring a third guy in, and when he bring a third guy in, it's like, hey, we got to hustle. Can't be messing around. So it was that type of situation, and I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. And I trained on a lot of different pieces of equipment. He had walkers, X-Marks, Turos. This was kind of stuff that he used. He used steel. He used Red Max. So I was able to, use a lot of that stuff. And then I kind of find my own little niche. It's like he had Echo, but he didn't have a whole lot of Echo, because he didn't care for it. But he had Shindawa, and Shindawa is close to Echo. So I don't understand that. I don't know. But he used steel and some other stuff, and then I had some other friends who used steel, and I work with them as well, because when you're training, you work with different people so that you can learn different aspects of the business. So when you decide to do something or run your own show, you'll have some knowledge, but experience comes with being out here, and getting acclimated to the elements. I could tell you right now, the elements have wiped out a lot of people, man. This heat, a lot of people don't want to work in this heat. A lot of people are not dedicated. They throwing up and that type of thing. It's real, man. It's like you have to be conditioned to deal with these elements out here. And a lot of people, they're not conditioned until they think they are until they get out here. And then when they get out here, they find out, hey, this is not for me. This running and gunning like this is just not for me. And it's not made for everybody. And that's why a lot of people, everybody do different things. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's quite all right. It's not made for everybody, but I enjoy it. So that's why I've been able to last out here as long as I have. And I enjoy doing this, and I'll probably be doing this until I can't do this anymore. So, I really, really enjoy and appreciate that. I like, getting on the new toys and working with the new toys and seeing what they're capable of doing and that type of thing. So I like that type of stuff, and it's, this is what I enjoy. So, kind of rambling a little bit, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on the business. Like I said, I have a few funds set aside. And this is for me, man, I gotta say it. I hate to say it, but I know a lot of people struggling out there, and, and I understand, hey, and I'm praying for you, for things to get better for you. But this has been one of the best years that I've had since I've been in the business, and I've had some really solid years. I've had some years where I've really tore it up, but this year is like, oh my God, it's great. A lot of people were home, a lot of people going back to work now, but a lot of people were home, and they were wanting a lot of extra stuff done, and I was able to provide that service, and it just blew my business up. Got my numbers I want to say about either $4 to $5 grand over what I was last year, which is great, man. I couldn't ask for no more. I just pray and I say thank you, because that is something that you don't get all the time. It don't happen for you like that all the time. So, and even this year we're gonna get a new mower. This year I have excuse me, I've been running snappers. One of my snapper that I've been running, it's 8 years old. It's still running though. Still had few issues, but it's still running. And I've had a few other snappers that didn't make it. It's just be honest about it. And I've had a Honda, and I used it for a while, and it didn't make it. And then stuff just breaks. At the time comes when hey, the life is up, and it's just time to move on and do a little something different. Get another piece of equipment or something. That type of thing. So my weed eaters, I bought the 30-20. That's what I'm running with now. I got my 266 as my backup. A lot of people say those are kind of heavy. I used to lift weights, back in the day. And those weed eaters are comfortable to me. Everybody, does something different. My son got the 26-20, which is really nice, and it's light. You're able to do some things with it, But me, I like the power, and that 30-20 gives me a little bit more power, So, and I don't mind using his, and his 26-20 is equivalent to my 266S that I got, and that's my backup trimmer, and I've been having that thing for 7 years, and it's still running. It's only been in the shop twice in the whole 7-year period, and it's still running great. But I am gonna change it out. I'm probably gonna get a 26-20 to replace it. Like I said, I have a 30-20 now. I had a 280S, and that thing lasted 4 years. It died, I don't know if it's, and that was heavy too, So I'm used to those type of weed eaters, those type of trimmers, So a lot of guys use the lighter stuff, to get through, but I'm using like King Kong type stuff, but it's light to me, it's comfortable to me. So that's why I buy those and I use those. Every time I go in a dealer, Greg's like, man, he's like, you're the only one getting this type of stuff. He said, what's going on? I said, well, I'm unique, and there's nothing wrong with being unique, I'm ordering the 2 Pros, I'm going to get the 2 Pros, and I think I'm probably going to be one of the only guys that gets those 2 Pros, because a lot of guys run a lot of X-Mark, because that's what he sells. He sells a ton of X-Mark, a ton of Toro. He sells a lot of Snapper, push mowers, which I have a snapper push mower with the Honda engine on it. I had the one with the Briggs, and that didn't last that long. So the one with the Honda, yeah, I had that thing for like I want to say about 5 or 6 years. It's still running good. It's never been in the shop. I just changed the oil and put a new plug in there. I kind of oiled it up a little bit, got the RPMs up a little bit on it, and it's running great. Changed a few self-propelled belts. I mean, it's normal maintenance, nothing crazy, but that thing running. I've cut who knows what I've cut with that thing, and it's still running. I've cut fields and a lot. That thing has got me out of a lot of jams, and it's still running. Like I said, I've had some minor stuff happen to it, but nothing with an engine. The engine's great. But yeah, those are the things that's going on. And I'm looking forward to getting that Pro toward the end of the year, and then when I get it, I'm gonna show it to you guys so you can check it out, and that'll be the first of two, because we're gonna get the 36 this year. I'm close to the money on getting that. I have to go and pick up some paperwork from the dealer. He called me yesterday, so I'm gonna have to go down there at some point, pick some paperwork up so I can see exactly what I'm looking at. I'm getting bagging systems with them as well. I'm a bagger. I don't like mulching too much. If I have to, I'll do it. I don't like throwing the grass around too much. If it's too high, then I'll do that, and I'll come through with the bags and just suck it up. And to me, bagging is a little bit more efficient for me because I don't burn as much gas. When you're bagging and you're sucking that stuff up, you're making maybe one or two passes over with. It's no racehorse running, dip, zip, zip, zip. That's a lot of gas being burnt. That's a lot of wear and tear on your engine, that type of thing. So that's why I don't mulch. But to each his own. Everybody do different stuff, and that's fine. If that's what you're happy about, so be it. I don't knock it at all. I look at some of these accounts that these guys do, and a lot of mulchers. Some of these yards look really, really good. And some of them look kind of meh. They kind of put the stuff back in the grass, and it looks like, wow. And then I come through, and if I do the one next door to it, it's cleaned up. And then people start questioning me, like, hey, how much you charge? Because I've gotten yards like that before, And it's like, I tell them, look, you have a guy that's consistently coming, what's wrong with sticking with him? He said, well, look at this, he don't clean up as well or whatever. And then, it's like, and sometimes I'm booked. I'll tell them, look, hey, I'm booked. I can't take any more accounts. Like right now, it's like I always leave a window open for maybe 1 or 2 accounts to squeeze in, but I kind of stay where I need to be because I don't want to overload myself, with work and all. Like I said, I've been to that point, and now I'm at a point where we're comfortable. I don't want to overrun my business to where I'm doing more than I can handle, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Like, it's raining right now, so everybody's behind, and it's going to be once this rain clears, everybody's going to be like guns blazing trying to play catch up. So I normally take 2 days off during the week anyway, so this the third day that it's raining. I was able to get out yesterday and did a little bit, but not what I needed to do. But we'll be guns blazing too. So I'll just move my off days from normally I'm off on one day during the week and on a Sunday. I'm sorry, I don't like working on Sundays, but this particular week we're gonna be rolling. My son, I'll probably get him out here maybe tomorrow if the weather is better. I'll get him out here, and we'll get out here and we'll try to get some stuff done. He usually helps me, kind of catch up. We'll see. We'll see. I'll catch up, and if he can't come out, I can do it. I've done it, so it's no biggie. I just need some dry weather. If I have dry weather, then I can make some stuff happen. So that's pretty much what it is. But I'm resting. Just the calm, just the storm right now. So it's gonna be the guns blazing after. And that's kind of what it's gonna be. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. The toy is ready for it, and we're ready to get it done. But like I said, when I get that new snappers, I'll put them on here and show them to you guys and run them out. See what they're about. They should hold up pretty well. It's been a good product for me. Like I said, I've tried a bunch of different ones, and I like them. They're fine, but this is just my preference. This is something that I like, guys. So, hey, be safe out there. Enjoy your rest period, because that's what this is if you're in this area. I'm in the southern region. I cut in suburbs around New Orleans. That's where I'm at. And, I love being here, man. The city's fun. We do a lot of different things down here, which is pretty cool. So if you ever get a chance to visit, hey, come visit. I'll say come visit and, sample some of the food, because the food's really good. But, yeah, I'll touch base with you guys tomorrow. Look forward to talking to you. Hopefully we can get some mowing tomorrow. I'll get a little footage in. We'll go from there. And I'm going to continue to get the channel to grow. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.